Hola a todos, ¿cómo estás? Welcome back to the channel. Well, Mexico have done it. They've just beaten South Korea in the quarterfinals of the Olympics, and they beat them very comprehensively. The scoreline was actually 6-3. It was actually 6-2 for quite a while. South Korea got a late goal very late on, but yeah, going into the game, before the game I was quite nervous about it, to be honest. South Korea demolished, I think it was Honduras in the round before this, so I think it was 6-0 for them. So South Korea were not going to be an easy task by any means, and deserved their place in the quarterfinals. And yeah, I was very worried about it. I was worried that Mexico's frailties at the back. I think the defensive line is Mexico's weak spot in this squad. Memo Ochoa, I think, makes up for it is quite a lot, but I think there's no denying that. I think the defenders are the weaker side of this squad, and yeah, I was always worried that South Korea were gonna get a goal or two. We always knew that this game was going to be high scoring. Mexico would be bagging the goals, South Korea would be bagging the goals, and it's proved it. 6-3, 9 goals. Specifically with Mexico, I think the first goal was really good. Henry Martin, what a goal. Good for him to get on the score sheet again, kind of continuing his form from last game. Obviously Cordova scoring from the penalty and then scoring an absolute worldie. His second goal, just curling it into the box, curling it into the goal, was absolutely world class. Most of the goals tonight actually were really world class. Obviously Henry Martin scored again, I forgot. I keep forgetting the second goal. It was a really good goal. It was checked with VAR just in case he was offside, but it wasn't, so it was given. Again, obviously Cordova doing really well, getting the assist, curling it into the box, and Martin getting on the end of it. Obviously Romo got his goal as well, and then finally Lainez and Aguirre came on in the second half, and obviously Lainez set up Aguirre for his goal. I think he's got 2 goals now. Lainez, I think, has got a couple of assists as well. So the attacking players in this squad are absolutely outstanding. Vega did absolutely brilliantly as well. I think he set up the first goal, or it might have been the third goal, I'm not quite sure, but he did get an assist in this game. Vega, I think, played very well, obviously. His long range passing is exquisite. He's just pinging the balls cross field into their box all game long, and South Korea just couldn't deal with it at all. I think, though, however, that I think my man of the match is Cordova. What a player! I mean, he's been relatively quiet in the tournament so far, but he's just come alive in this game. 2 goals and assists, 1 worldie as well. So I'm really happy that he's actually finally clicked a bit and starting to really contribute with the goals. As I said before, Martin, obviously he's got form now. Hopefully they both can carry that on into the next game. Obviously I want Vega, I think, to carry his form. I think he's Mexico's player of the tournament so far, depending on what happens in the next game or two. But what a team this is. And Lainez coming off the bench. I mean, South Korea couldn't deal with him at all. He's such a hard player to get off the ball. He reminds me so much of Santi Cazorla. Quite short, low centre of gravity. He's very difficult to knock off the ball, and just weaving in and out of defenders. It's really good to see. Memo Ochoa as well made a couple of really good saves to obviously keep South Korea at bay. There was no real negatives, I guess. I mean, Sanchez got another yellow card, so he's missing out in the next game. But apart from that, I mean, it was a pretty positive game, I think. Going into the next game, the semi-finals, they face Brazil. I think Brazil should be fearing Mexico in this game. Mexico are on fire at the moment. And this team, I think, has got enough quality to get the gold. I think if they beat Brazil, I think they're probably likely to be favourites. Should be a really decent game though. What can I say? It was a brilliant game to watch. 6-3, goal fest. All the goals, mainly apart from the penalty, I guess, was just absolute worldies. All the assists as well were really good. It was just a really good game. It was a really good game to watch, really fun. After Mexico went 2-1 up, South Korea never really got back into it. I never really felt like South Korea were going to mount a serious comeback. And yeah, they got their third goal later on, but it really should have been 6-2. It should have ended 6-2 in my opinion. But you know, a third goal was a third goal. It didn't really change the outcome of the game. And you know, obviously we move on to the next game against Brazil. I mean, why can't Mexico think about winning the gold now? They've beaten France comfortably. They got beat by Japan, but only just. And they've beaten South Korea, who are a very, very good team, and they've done very well with themselves in this tournament. So why can't Mexico think about winning the gold? I think they should be up there with the favourites now. They'll definitely be the favourites, I think, if they beat Brazil. But that is a big if. I mean, Brazil's Brazil, isn't it? But yeah, no, this game was really good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. Let me know what you thought about the game. Let me know what time it was when it kicked off. For me, it was 7 o'clock in the evening. It's actually 9 o'clock now, so I've got to go to bed soon. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the game. Who was your player of the game? Who thought was the best player on the pitch tonight? I think Cordova just edged it, but like I said, Vega played well. Henry Martin played well. Lainez played well when he came on. Antuna was a little bit disappointing. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Lainez starts next game. Antuna was just he had an off game. Got into some good positions, but didn't really look like he's going to score. He missed one good chance. He messed it up, but overall, I think he's done alright this tournament so far. All the attacking players pretty much did really well, and the midfielders as well. They did really well as well. So, yeah, let me know who you thought was player of the game. Let me know what you think the score is going to be against Brazil. And yeah, I'll be back for the Brazil game. So, guys, take it easy, enjoy the win, and I'll see you next time. Adios.